Welcome back to Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu. I misspoke in the last episode. I said you could choose the turn order after both of our characters have gone, so we could switch them up. Nowhere can I find that ruling, and I do believe we must stay in the same turn order. So our magician goes first, and then the hunter goes. And so that's how we're going to have to keep it. And so, with that in mind, we're going to begin this episode with the Magician. And Magician's cards, he has 2 relics. He has 2 Dunwich, a Kingsport, and 2 Innsmouth cards. And the 2 relics he has is the Book of Shadow, and it is the Seal of Lang. And keeping in mind, when you use a relic, you must roll the Insanity die, or Sanity die, whichever you want to call it. But, starting off, play, we get 4 actions. First 3 actions we're going to do, of course, is we are going to defeat the Shoggoth. And that takes 3 actions to do, so I only have 1 action left. Now, when you just start your turn with a Shoggoth, you don't have to roll a Sanity die. It's only if you move into a space with a Shoggoth, or the Shoggoth moves into your space, do you roll the Sanity die. So we did that last episode when it moved into our space. So right now we've used 3 actions to defeat it. When you defeat a Shoggoth, you get the top card of the randomized relic deck. And so we end up getting the Alien Carving. And it says the active player can take 3 extra actions this turn, of course at the cost of rolling the Sanity die. So do we want 3 extra actions? Ooh, it's almost tempting. It's almost tempting because if I had 3 extra actions plus the 1 I still have, I could get over here and wipe out a bunch of those cultists so we don't get an overrun there and spawn another old one. Oh, do I want to do that? You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think, because you can play these at any time. So I still have 1 action left. I'm going to spend this relic by playing it. That's going to give me 3 more actions. And yes, I have to roll this though because I've just used that relic. That's going to give me 4 actions left. Oh yes, we get a nothing. So nothing happens for using that relic. Excellent. Now I still have 4 actions, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to take 2 of these guys off. 3, 4. And that should help us a little bit. The only place we have 3 cultists on the board now is at the wharf, and we just played the wharf card last time, so we should not get any overruns this time. Of course, our only danger is this Shoggoth here is right on the gate. So if we get a Shoggoth moves, he goes through the gate, and yep, we awaken another old one. Okay, that was 4 actions, and that's basically it. I'm just wondering if I should play this other relic card now. I didn't get a hit for any relic, and of course you can play multiple relics if you want. I think I'm going to play this one, the Book of Shadow. Draw, look at, and rearrange the top 4 cards of the player deck, then put them back on top. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to play that relic as well. So yeah, once again, when you use a relic, you roll the die, and another blank. That is excellent. So let me just rearrange the camera a bit here, and then we're going to look at the top 4 cards of this deck and put them back in the order of our choice. All right, so let's take a look at the top 4 cards off of this deck, and we get to look at them. We get to put them back on in any order, and we have 3 Arkhams and a Dunwich. Now our Magician has 2 Dunwich cards, 2 Innsmouth, a Kingsport, and a Seal of Lang. So I think wow, this is not great. I think we want him to pull the Dunwich. So we're just going to put him back in this order. The Dunwich and Arkham on top and the 2 Arkhams on the bottom. At least we don't have any evil stirs coming up. So that's good. So that's how we've done that. And that takes care of the do 4 actions. And now it is draw 2 cards. So our Magician's going to draw 2 cards. He knows what they are. The Dunwich, the Arkham. That now gives him a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So now he has 1 Arkham, 1 Kingsport, 3 Dunwich, and 2 Innsmouth, and 1 relic. For a total of 8, our Magician's special ability is he can have a maximum hand size of 8. Everyone else can only have a maximum hand size of 7. All right, that was drawing the 2 player cards. And now it is draw summoning cards. So I'm going to rearrange the camera once again, and we're going to pull 2 summoning cards and hope we don't get a Shoggoth moves. But it is, yeah, it could happen. So let's do that. Alright, so we're going to be pulling 2 summoning cards. The first summoning card is the Diner in Arkham. Okay, that did not cause us too much grief. So the Diner in Arkham is right here. And let's hope we don't get a Shoggoth moves. And we don't. No symbol at the bottom. Theater in Kingsport. We'll get one more cultist showing up at the theater, which is here. So no overruns. No Shoggoth move. That's excellent. Yeah. Got a little bit of an issue, but okay, not bad. Not bad. We're over now to the Hunter. Hunter's turn. She's right here, and we really do want to get rid of this Shoggoth if possible. And so what we're going to do, she's got 4 actions to start. She's going to go 1 action here. That's her first action. Now she's at a bus stop, and she's going to play her Dunwich card. That's going to allow her to go anywhere in Dunwich. So we play that card. She can go anywhere in Dunwich. That's her second action. Of course, she's going to go right here with the Shoggoth. And let's take a look at her card once again. She's got a cool special ability. If this isn't glaring, once per turn you may defeat a Shoggoth for only 1 action. Well, she has 2 actions left. So once per turn, she's going to defeat the Shoggoth for 1 action. She is the Hunter. Oh, and as she moved in there, yes, she should have rolled the sanity die. So let's have a look here. A blank. Wow, we're getting lucky with that die. So she doesn't take a sanity hit for moving into space with the Shoggoth. Her special ability used 1 action to get rid of 1 cultist, and she has 1 action left. She may as well just get rid of the other guy who's right there, the cultist. And that's it. She has done all she can do for her 4 actions. Next up, she draws 2 cards. Of course, we know what they are. Whoops, darn it. They stuck together. Well, I guess we know what the third card is. There are 2 Arkham cards. So now she has 2 Kingsport cards, 2 Arkham cards, and she still has the Song of Kadath, which is no sanity roll required. Choose all players to regain 1 sanity or 1 player to get full sanity. So we don't need to use that yet. That was the draw 2 player cards. And now it is draw the summoning cards. So very quickly, we're into the summoning phase once again. And her first card is the Woods, and it does have the Shoggoth symbol. No Shoggoths on the board. Excellent. So we get a cultist in the Woods. And now we have 2 there. And the next summoning card, we have another movement, the Great Hall. So it looks like Kingsport is not a great place to be. So the Great Hall gets another cultist. And that completes a full turn for both the Magician and the Hunter. And I think we have some time remaining in this episode, so I think we're going to do 1 more full turn. So we'll just come right back and do that. All right, back we are with the Magician again. Now the Magician has 8 cards, and so, I don't know. He's got 3 Dunwich cards down here. He has 1 Arkham, 1 Kingsport, 2 Innsmouth cards. And so I think he should start heading his way down here to Dunwich. So let's have him do that. We're going to have him go 1, 2, 3, and 4, removing 1 cultist here. So that leaves a trail of 1 cultist, which shouldn't be too bad. That's his do 4 actions. So very quickly, and now we're into drawing 2 cards, and he gets good. He gets a Dunwich and he gets an Arkham, but now he needs to start figuring out which cards to get rid of, because he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 9, 10 cards with his relic. He has to get rid of 2 cards, and I think he's going to get rid of the Kingsport. Wants to keep those 4, and I think he's going to get rid of the 1 Innsmouth. So all he needs is 1 more Dunwich card, and he can close the Dunwich gate. Okay, not bad, but of course he had to discard some cards, and of course the more cards you discard, the harder it is to close gates later, but we'll see what happens. And after he drew his 2 cards, very quickly we're into the summoning phase once again. So we draw 2 cards for summoning. The first one is the Old Mill. The Old Mill in Dunwich is going to get a cultist, and that's exactly where the hunter is right now. And his second draw for the summoning card is the Swamp, and it has the Shoggoth move symbol, but there's no Shoggoth. So over in the Swamp, we have another one. Wow, that was a pretty quick turn. Not a heck of a lot happening. Of course, yeah, Evil Stirs, I'm sure, is coming up soon. But now it is the hunter's turn. And what does the hunter want to do? Hunter's at the Old Mill. She's at a gate location. So she could travel from one gate to another. She could go to the graveyard to get over here. I think she's going to take an action, and she's going to do that. So she's going to gate over to the graveyard. Now, when you go through a gate, yep, got to roll the die again. Come on, what's she going to get this time? This time she gets 2 cultists appearing, which for her, not really a big issue. Now, there's already 1 cultist there, so that was her first action. Moving through to the graveyard. So this actually is pretty good. So that was her first action. Her second action is she's going to get rid of all these cultists. Because as the hunter, her special ability is whack-a-mole all cultists at your location. So boom, they're all gone. That's her second action. Her third action will be to move to the wharf. And her fourth action will be to get rid of all the cultists at the wharf. So she is a true hunter kicking butts. Okay, that's her 4 actions. If I did it correctly, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 actions. Now she draws 2 cards. 2 cards off the top of the player deck. She gets a Kingsport and a Dunwich. Excellent. So now we do have 5 Dunwich cards. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 7 cards now because she still has the Relic. So she has her maximum hand size. She's 3 Kingsport, 2 Arkhams, a Dunwich. So between the 2 of us now, we've got 4. We have 5 Dunwich cards, we have 4 Arkham cards, and 3 Kingsport and 1 Innsmouth. So things so far looking not too terrible. But now we're into the draw summoning cards, and that just keeps putting more and more stuff on the board. Summoning card at the church. Pardon my voice. At the church, we're going to get another cultist. And her second summoning card going to be at the junkyard, and I'm glad the junkyard didn't have much left on it. So 2 at the junkyard. So far, yeah, so far so good. And that's going to conclude this episode. So each of our 2 investigators have had 2 turns. So next episode we'll be starting with the magician again. So we've cleaned off the board pretty good. We do have enough Dunwich cards to seal the Dunwich gate, but we have to get the Dunwich card from the hunter and give it to the magician, and for him to be able to do that. And that's not going to be the simplest thing, I don't think. Although, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But that's going to conclude our episode for today. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you do. Thanks for liking my videos as well. I really appreciate it. So join me next time for the continuation of Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu. It's kind of a Pandemic light version. Not quite as puzzly or complicated, but thematic and fun. We're trying to close or seal the 4 gates to win the game. The game is trying to eliminate us. All right, thanks so much for watching, and join me next time for the continuation. Thanks so much for watching along.